Hey, what's up guys? Jack and Matt here with the Toasty Bros, and look at this, we got you another full gaming setup for only $400 this time.
And MSI was nice enough to sponsor this setup and send over their Vigor GK50 Elite mechanical keyboard that actually fits within this $400 setup, and we'll talk more about it later. But big thanks again to them for sponsoring this video and allowing us to build this awesome setup around this $200 PC that we, well, put together on the channel recently. If you haven't seen that video, hit the on the top right corner. But we're here to show you guys for only $400, you can get into PC gaming and have a good time doing so, while also using, again, that awesome MSI keyboard. So let's not waste any more time and talk about the rest of this PC setup and how it makes up the $400 budget.
All right guys, so for the computer, we got an interesting one for you guys, and like Matt said, you can check out a whole video on it if you're curious of why we built it and everything, but this PC needed to be very cheap. We needed to be under $250, so this has the E3 1230, and this CPU is basically a 4-core 8-thread i7 in a sense. It's an E3 though, so it's a Xeon. Back then, the Xeons were a lot more expensive than the i7s, but nowadays people don't really want to use them because they're kind of scared of them. I mean, you do kind of sometimes need a special board, but in this case, these are just the standard socket and they're interchangeable with anything that can take the i7, so we saved some money there. We were actually able to get two 4 gig sticks. We have 8 gigs total, dual channel, really essential for something older like this especially. We actually got a GTX 960. Now the motherboard is just more of a generic board. I mean, as you can see, even the power switch is kind of like weirdly plugged in. This is like what would have been an OEM Dell system, I believe. It actually has Dell written on it. You're not gonna be able to overclock anything with it, but you wouldn't be able to do that even with a high-end board on this anyway, so who cares? Right down here, you can barely see it. We have a Team Group 256 gig SSD. It's a 2.5-inch drive because you don't have NVMe or M.2 on this. Power supply, we have this EVGA W3 series, which is a 500 watt 80 plus white, which is, you know, not the greatest. I know a lot of people would complain about that, but this is under $250. So like, you really can't squeeze much more in there. Now you at home, feel free to buy yourself a nice Asus TUF or maybe an extra EVGA unit. But here at the YouTube channel, we got to save some money here. So, you know, we had to do that. And now for the case, we have the DIY SPBK, and it is ARGB. So we got some RGB fans. I really hope I said that name right.
It was the SKBK.
It's the SKBK P3 Happy Meal.
It has RGB.
BK, have it your way, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it does have true ARGB. That's probably the coolest part about it. You can add some more fans. And yeah, you could cool that E3 if you really wanted to with the radiator, but it really doesn't make sense. Don't do that because it doesn't make sense. But Matt's gonna go ahead and talk about all these peripherals now, because a gaming setup is not complete without the setup part.
All right guys, first up with the monitor, we have an Amazon bestseller here. This is the Crua, whatever you want to call, 1080p 75Hz monitor. The best thing about it, it is a 22-inch display and it is only about $90. So you're getting a pretty good value here. Obviously with monitors, if you're really to make this like an ultra cheap setup, you could look on the used market and get like a used 1080p 60Hz like office monitor. Not gonna be the best for gaming, but that 75Hz will make things just a little bit smoother and get you closer into high refresh rate territory. And for $90 prime shipped, I mean, we're gonna see how well it actually is when we game, but I'm still pretty happy with that purchase. Now for this awesome MSI keyboard, we have the Vigor GK50 featuring pale blue mechanical switches with a precise feel and, you know, the blue switch noise that you really like. And they have these really cool keycaps that are kind of octagon shaped, so it's very unique in style. It's a little bit different than another normal keycap that you would see on a mechanical keyboard, especially at this price point. And yeah, blue switches that don't sound very rattly. I know we get a lot of really cheap blue switch mechanical keyboards that we use here on the channel that, well, you know, have really bad sound to them, but this one, pretty rock solid. And for $50, you get this awesome ARGB, a full-size keyboard with this nice metal backplate, like brushed metal. And overall, it's a pretty nice looking board, and I'm very excited to see how it performs in gaming. And it's built on this anti-slip base, so you know your keyboard won't slide around during intense gaming sessions, and that RGB can be customized in the MSI RGB Center that you can download on your PC. So if you do get this keyboard, definitely customize your RGB, make it look nice, or here at the Toasty Bros, we love just our rainbow RGB, and this looks pretty dang good. I mean, you normally see keyboards in the $100 price range have RGB like this, so definitely consider this one for your next setup. The hardware controls on this keyboard are really cool too, so you don't necessarily need to use the software. You could just do, where's function? I'm assuming this is function.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, there's that, brightness, cool. And then you can change the color wave. You know, you got different modes here, but yeah, pretty cool looking keyboard overall, and I'm excited to game on. Now for the mouse, we have the Race GT RGB mouse, which again is another one of these, well, knockoff lightweight mice. This one's actually pretty lightweight. It's still not nearly as close as some of the other ones, because whenever they add that little RGB module in there, that little, well, piece of acrylic basically with RGB, it does add some extra weight, but it is only $15. It's a $15 mouse. What can you expect? Again, in a budget setup like this, we got to get a budget gaming mouse right here. And yeah, for 15 bucks, I really can't complain complain too much. We'll see how it is in gaming. There is some issue I'm noticing with some of the DPI settings. We may have gotten a defect one. Let's see. Yeah, the DPI just doesn't change at all with this DPI switch. So that could be our problem. But you know what? We'll mess with that in Windows settings and adjust that when we get there. But in terms of an extended desk mat, as you see right here, we have this mountain view. Really, that's all I can say about it. It's kind of a little mountain view, the mountain range. It's extended desk mat. You can get a bunch of these designs from Amazon for like 20 bucks. Really, whatever you want to fit for your style, pick one up from Amazon, or you can even go with just a normal mouse pad if you want to. All options in the description down below will be affiliate links and it will help us out. And last but certainly not least, we have this JBL headset, more specifically, the JBL Quantum 100, which is a $25 headset. Now I was kind of interested to see that JBL makes gaming headsets. I really didn't even know they did that, but for 25 bucks, you get, well, a pretty decent build quality here, left and right, so you don't get confused. There is a mic in the box, I believe. Yes, because the mic port goes right there. I didn't pull it out because you know what? We don't really use these in the setups. The mics, you know, is what it is. But the cushions feel pretty nice. Let's put it on my head real quick. Here we go. I don't hear anything. Everything's blocked out. Like, this is absolutely amazing. But yeah, 25 bucks, it looks pretty solid. And I think this is gonna be a contender for a really good product in this roundup. So yeah, overall, I'm pretty impressed with this setup, just looking at it on paper. Let's see how she does in some gaming.
All right, guys, well, we're starting out with, does this even have like
It has graphics.
settings?
He's on really low since right now. It's so
quality. And what is this even called?
So this is just called the Aim Trainer. And this
Aim Trainer. Is this the Steam Aim Trainer?
It's the Steam
Okay,
Aim
I've never
Trainer.
actually played this before, but I'm playing Zombie Survival. And
so yeah, there's a bunch of different things you can do here, but we're really doing this as a way to test out the mouse. But yeah, it's a good way to test the mouse. What are your opinions on the mouse right now?
So it has really, I don't even call it like ghosting. It has really bad, like where when you, I guess, lift off, when you lift the mouse up off of the pad, you know, pretty good mice know that and they stop tracking. This one does not do that. Like it's probably the worst I've seen. You can lift it very high and it still tracks. So if you're one of those people that lifts your mouse a lot to reset like me, then this will not work well for you. Yeah, this isn't feeling good. The real game has begun.
Oh, they're on the tower.
Oh.
Well, there's your results.
My results have been uploaded.
You're gold. You got all that. But we're gonna try something else to test out this keyboard. It's a typing game.
Yay.
Okay, guys, so the next thing we're gonna be doing is typing of the dead to, well, show off the typing skills. Basically, you'll see how this works. You type and that basically counts as a little kill to the enemy or the zombie that we're playing against. So kind of a goofy game, but we're really trying to incorporate some more like actual tests of the peripherals instead of playing the same games that we use to test the PC. Let us know down below if there's any other games you would like to see us do in this sort of style. But yeah, once I load in here, I'm gonna try to type the best I can. Full-size keyboards are not something I've used in a long time. So let's see how well I can type and get them. Oh God, might need some practice here. Okay, shamble, slap head, you're done. Molars, get away theme, sack butt. Oh, get away from me treasure. Oh no. What is this word? Haberdasher? Oh no, this is getting wild. I'm choking. When they come out, oh no. They throw knives? Rib tickler. Oh, I'm choking! I got 1 health bar. I think this is the end of me, ladies and gentlemen.
Fart noises.
Fart noises, no! Don't take me out, fart noises. Jurisdiction! Let's dance!
No, don't dance.
Gambit! Oh, kilo hurts! Oh, I had to stay on it? Oh, no. BLEPIE, oh my God! That's someone to know!
Oh, you're done for, buddy.
Wow, well, what great accuracy, 87%. Love to see it. But yeah, that's typing test. This keyboard's pretty nice to type on. Blue switches, I think, are a fun switch to type on. You got the clickety-clackities, and they're good for gaming as well if you really like that sound and responsiveness. So now that we've done the actual test, let's do some actual gaming, games we want to play.
All right, guys, we're playing some Apex Legends now. And yeah, as I said before, I can tell I'm gonna struggle with this mouse. I'm just, you know, kind of spoiled. I'm used to using like a nice Logitech or Corsair or you name it, just a really nice high-end mouse that, you know, you can lift it up a little bit. I'm definitely a person that lifts up my mouse, whether that's, you know, a good thing to you or not. I know some people kind of frown upon that.
There goes our PC.
I can't really help it. God, that thing's loud. It's kind of scared me.
The best part about a setup is when you're looking at gaming mice, you could spend an extra $10 maybe and get like a way better mouse.
Yeah.
But considering our constraints on this budget and how we were trying to fit everything within $400, you know, you definitely could spend a little bit more and get a little bit beyond $400. But you know, for the sake of the video, that's what we had to go with.
I cracked one, guys. I cracked one. Okay, the whole Matt?
Did it just lock up? No, Apex.
All right.
Oh no.
Well,
was that the same error that happened before?
Yeah, it's like device hung. I know that this is an issue that we've seen like on a couple computers now, not just like weak ones, but like high-end ones. So
wow.
That was the last one anyways. We were gonna lose.
That was Apex.
Yeah, that was Apex.
All right, guys, the last game we're gonna be testing is kind of a different one. This is Killing Floor 2, and let me get this DPI right. The reason we want to play this is to showcase a lot of people who are getting into PC gaming, you know, they want to play the war zones and stuff like that. I sound like an old man saying that, the war zones. We want to play them war zones. We want to play Warzone, Fortnite, all those games, but PC gaming is a lot more than that. You can get a lot of cool games that are older that will run your PC really well, and Killing Floor 2 is one of those games that's been out for a while. The Killing Floor series has been a very popular PC title for a long time, and yeah, it's one of those things where you can play this with your friends and have a good time, good zombie survival. That is a good mix-up from like, you know, the Call of Duty zombies you might know and love. So definitely consider this game, and maybe one day they'll make a new one. Maybe one day. But yeah, definitely gaming on this MSI keyboard has been a joy. I mean, some cheap budget mechanical keyboards with blue switches normally have a lot of rattle. As I mentioned at the beginning, this one is rock solid. The build quality is there, and it's definitely a good idea to spend a good amount of money on your keyboard, because that's something that will last multiple computers and multiple setups, especially if you find one that you like. Especially mechanical keyboards, those things will last, as long as you really take care of them, a really, really long time. But yeah, well, be sure to leave some alternate suggestions in the description down below for the mouse. It's always hit or miss with these cheap mice. You never really know if you're gonna get one that's decent, and this one kind of has fallen short. But since we planned this whole setup, obviously, we're gonna run with it and give you all our honest opinion on it. So we'll leave some alternate suggestions down below that we do recommend you consider, that are probably gonna be within similar price range, so you don't really have to spend much more and actually get a far better experience. But yeah, guys, that's Killing Floor, more than playable, and overall this setup is pretty good for the money. The best part is, if you have a budget PC that's not the same as this one, you can get the same peripherals like this MSI keyboard or the monitor or anything you want to make a really awesome gaming setup without having to spend a fortune, and you can play a lot of awesome PC games. So big shout out again to MSI for sponsoring this setup. Their keyboard's awesome. Definitely check the link down below if you want to pick it up for your gaming setup. But yeah, let's go and wrap this video up real quick.
All right, guys, we just got done benchmarking this full setup, and overall, it was really amazing for the price. You guys know my main gripe that I pretty much complain about with all of these cheaper setups, and that's typically that the mouse just does not have the best liftoff capabilities, and as soon as you lift it up, it still tracks, which I'm not a big fan of, but hey, that's such an easy thing to fix, because the best part about this is that you can plug and play anything you want. If you don't like the mouse, you don't like the keyboard, you don't like the monitor, you can swap all that stuff out if you want to.
Big thanks again to MSI for sponsoring this video and let us showcase the Vigor gaming keyboard. It looks really cool, bunch of RGB blue switches. Definitely check the link down below to pick it up. And if you want to pick up any of the other stuff from today's video, links in the description down below will be affiliates and will help us out. Let us know what kind of setup you want to see next here on the channel, or if you have any other content ideas, let us know down below.
So as always, we hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, check out our other two YouTube channels and also our twitch.tv/toastybros, and do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.
Now this PC and actually the full setup will be for sale at our PC selling business, PCBros.tech, and you can come in store and buy it.
PCBros.tech is where we sell gaming PCs, gaming laptops, and so much more. And if you use that special discount code ToastyBros2 on checkout, you can save 2% of your next purchase. See you guys later. Goodbye.
Peace out.